Okay, let's see if you can see my mat. See if you can see me. Yes, that's good. Okay, cool. So it's 10:59. I'll start. Gonna get some music. Okay, it is almost 11. It's close enough. So I'll get started. So my name is Gwen. I'm an instructor at Penn Recreation Center at Ohio University. Today I'm going to be leading you through a high-intensity interval training class. So we're going to be doing 40 seconds of exercise followed by 20 seconds of rest. We'll have about a 35-minute workout with a 5-minute warm-up, 5-minute cool-down. This is open to everybody. I'll have modifications if needed. And let's get started on our warm-up. So let me just start this timer, and we're going to start with some neck rolls. So we're just going to go shoulder to shoulder gently. If you want to go to the back really gently, you can, but don't hurt yourself. And we're just going to go side to side for about 10 more seconds. If you want to stop for a second and stretch, you can. Whatever feels good. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to move on to rolling our ankles out. So go ahead and plant your toes and roll your ankle one direction and then the other. Just loosen your ankles up, loosen your knee up a little bit. And then switch legs. Go ahead and go one direction and then the other. And when you're ready, we're going to get into a nice light run in place. So just try and get our heart rate up a little bit, nothing too crazy. Keep going with that. I'm going to turn the music up a little bit. I don't think you can hear it at all. Okay, that should be a little bit better. Keep going with that for 10 more seconds. You can speed it up a little bit if you want. And then we're going to get into some high knees. And then switch those into butt kicks. Keep your quads in place, stretch them out. Keep this up for about 10 more seconds. And when you're ready, we're going to switch into some gate openers. So swing your hips open, make it a nice stretch. You can really take your time with these, or you can speed them up if you want to, whatever feels good. And we're going to keep going with these for about 10 more seconds. And when you feel good, we're going to lace our fingers together up above your head, and we're going to go side to side. You can pulse on each side if you want to. You can add a little back bend if you want. You can go in circles. Whatever feels good, just wake up your abdomen, stretch everything out on the side of your body and your arms. You're going to keep going with this for about 5 more seconds. Get a little circles in, go one way and the other. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to fold forward. You're going to interlace your fingers again. And we're going to do pretty much the same thing, but we're going to go in bigger circles. And we're going to go one way and then the other. So go ahead and switch directions. And we're going to get into some arm circles next. So go ahead and start going forward. And go ahead and switch, go backwards. Really stretch your shoulder out. You can twist a little bit if that feels good. And then we're gonna get into some clapping type movements. So you're gonna squeeze at the back and stop right before your hands touch. So you're actually using your muscles, not momentum. We're gonna keep going with these for about 15 more seconds. And speed it up a little bit if you want to, really wake your arms up. 5 more seconds with these. And we're gonna end off our warm-up with 10 jumping jacks all together. So whenever you're ready, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, keep moving, keep shaking it out. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. I can't decide if it's too loud or too quiet. I'll get onto our timer and I'll explain round 1. So we're gonna be doing 5 rounds with 3 exercises, and we're gonna repeat each exercise twice. So our first exercise is going to be around the world lunges. So we're going to start, since we're repeating twice, we're gonna do the first time on one leg and then the other time on the other leg, if that makes sense. I'll let you know which leg we're using. So you're gonna step forward, lunge, side lunge, back lunge, and try and add some speed to those. Next, we're gonna get down onto the floor. We're gonna do kind of like a rolling crunch type thing. So you're gonna lift your legs, crunch. Lift your legs, crunch. Try and use your muscles as much as possible on those, not momentum. And then our last exercise of round 1, we're gonna do some break dancers. I'll go like diagonal. So you're gonna get into a bear crawl type position. You're going to twist and lift one arm and opposite leg. So you're gonna be going like through your other arm and your other leg. And we're gonna get ready with those around the world lunges in 10 seconds. We're gonna start using our right leg. So whole 40 seconds, use the right leg. We're going in 3 seconds. And go. So forward, side, back. Forward, side, back. And if you can, try not to place your foot down in between each lunge. That'll make you use more balance. That'll make you press off harder on that leg. We're over halfway there. You've got it. Try and speed it up a little bit if you can. Five seconds. And rest 20 seconds, and then we're getting into those leg lifts and crunches. So keep shaking it out. Get ready to get down on the floor. Fix this. 10 seconds, go head down. 3 seconds. And go. So lift, crunch. Lift, crunch. You can make this into a full sit-up or just a crunch, whatever works better for you. But make sure that you're using your muscles, not letting too much momentum carry you from your legs falling. You've got 5 seconds. And rest. All right, and then we're getting into those break dancers last. So go ahead, stand up. And then we're gonna get back down. I just don't want your heart rates to fall. So we've got 5 seconds to go ahead back down, get into that bear crawl, and raise up. And you're gonna really twist. Try and add some speed to these, but make sure that your core is tight the whole time. Keep up with those. I'm gonna show you a modification that you can use if you want. This isn't working for you, you can Put your foot down in between each one instead of keeping it raised. Whatever works for you. But whichever version you're doing, make sure that your core stays nice and tight the whole time. You got 10 seconds. And rest. All right, and then we're starting back up at the top with those around the world lunges. So this time we're going to be using our left leg the whole time. 10 seconds. Keep shaking it out. Get your legs ready. 3, 2, 1, go. You're halfway there. Try and speed it up a little bit. Remember, try not to put your foot down between each one. Challenge your balance a little bit. And rest. All right, and then we're getting down into those leg lifts in 10 seconds. Got 5 seconds. Go ahead and get down onto your back. 3, 2, 1, and go. So lift. "25 seconds, keep it up. Try and make this into a full setup if you weren't already. "10 seconds, keep it up. And rest. All right, and then we're getting into those break dancers for our last exercise of round 1. So go ahead, keep shaking it out. Got 10 seconds. Get ready to get back down on your mat or on the floor. 5 seconds, go ahead down. 2, 1, and lift and go. Try to never let your knees touch the floor this whole time. You've got 20 seconds, you're halfway there. Try and speed it up a little bit, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, keep shaking it out. I'm going to explain round 2. So our first exercise is going to be a 1-leg deadlift, but obviously we don't have any weights, so we're just going to reach for our foot. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 40 seconds each leg. So the whole leg for 1 round, and then the next leg the next time. So you keep one leg planted, lift the other one, and you're going to squat to reach for your leg, just like a deadlift, but with 1 leg. Next, we're going to be doing some bunny hop type things on the floor. So you're going to get into a plank. You're going to keep your core nice and tight, and then you're going to hop up to one side, hop back, hop up to the other side. And you're going to keep up with that for 40 seconds. And then we're going to get into a Superman, some work on our backs and our hamstrings. So you're going to raise everything up, squeeze back. Really squeeze your shoulder blades on this. Try and stay lifted the whole time. You've got about 20 seconds until we're getting into those 1-leg deadlifts. So we're going to start with our left leg lifted. So we've got 5 seconds. Go ahead and get up, get ready. 3, 2, 1. So lift that left leg. And you're going to really squeeze at the top. Try and keep your foot lifted the whole time if you can. Challenge your balance. Really squeeze at the top. Try to keep your back flat. Keep your chest lifted. You got 15 seconds, speed it up a little bit. You got it, don't drop your foot. It's okay if you stumble a little bit. You've got 5 seconds. And rest. All right, and then we're getting into those bunny hops. So remember, you're gonna start in plank, then you're gonna jump your legs to one side, jump back to that plank, jump your legs up to the other side. We're going in about 5 seconds, so go ahead down. 3, 2, 1. Lift up into that plank. One side, other side. Try and add some speed to these, but keep your core nice and tight the whole time. Keep it up. Really try and use your abs to pull your legs in. Keep up with this, you got it, 15 seconds. Three, and rest. Oh, those are tough. And then we're getting down into the Supermans with our shoulder squeeze in 10 seconds. So go ahead, get ready to get down onto the floor. You've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and lift. So we're gonna do our best to stay lifted the whole time. You're gonna really squeeze tight at the back. Try and get your shoulder blades. Try and make it feel like they're touching. Go 20 seconds, try and lift a little bit higher. Ten seconds. 3, and rest. All right, so we're getting back up into those deadlifts. So we're gonna have the right leg lifted this time. Shake it out, wipe your sweat, get a drink, about 5 seconds. And go. So we're lifting that right leg. Gonna really squeeze at the top. Try and keep your leg lifted the whole time on these. If you need to, absolutely feel free to drop your leg, but do your best to keep it up. You've got 10 seconds, try and speed up just a little bit. And rest. All right, getting back down into those bunny hops. Go ahead. Keep standing up, but get ready to get down into your plank. You've got 5 seconds, go ahead down. 2, 1, and go. So keep going with these. If you don't like that version, you can step, step. Make sure your core is tight the whole time. Make these as fast as you can. You got less than 20 seconds. Five seconds, speed it up just a little bit. And rest. All right, and then we're getting back down into the Supermans, or Superman. And 10 seconds. Get your arms ready. 5 seconds, go ahead down. And go. So lift and squeeze. Try and lift a little bit higher than you did last time. If this doesn't work for you, you can always drop, lift, squeeze, drop, lift, squeeze. But try and stay lifted the whole time if you can. Ten seconds, lift a little bit higher. And rest. All right, nice work on that. Go ahead, get a drink. I'll explain round 3. So our first exercise is going to be squat jacks with a squat jump. So you're gonna go ahead and sink down into a squat. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, jump. 1, 2, 3, jump. So try and stay low the whole time, except for when you're jumping. Our next is going to be a Spider-Man plank. So I'll go a little bit diagonal for this one. You're gonna lift up into a plank, and then you're gonna bring your knee to your elbow. Try and really use your obliques for that. And then we're gonna get into some blast off lunges. So I'll go this way. We're gonna do 40 seconds each side, just like the other ones we were doing. So you're going to lunge and then blast off. And try not to touch your toe to the bottom, or touch your toe to the floor between each one. Try and use your balance and push hard enough that you don't need to steady yourself. So you've got 20 seconds till we're getting into those squat jumps. So go ahead, get ready. I need a drink. We have just over 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Go ahead and get ready to squat. 2, 1, and go. So sink down to that squat, nice and low. If this isn't working for you, you can step, step, jump. Try and stay nice and low the whole time, whichever version you're doing. If the jump isn't working for you, you can just raise up onto your tiptoes between each one. You've got 3 seconds and rest. All right, and then down into those Spider-Man planks in 12 seconds. So go ahead, get ready. Shake your legs out, stretch your sides out. We're gonna be using our obliques. You've got 5 seconds, go ahead down into that plank. 3, 2, 1, and go. So go ahead and get that core nice and tight before you start. And then make sure that your obliques are pulling your legs up to your arms. If this doesn't work for you, you can always just do a mountain climber type plank. So instead of bringing your knee out to the side, you can just bring it straight to your elbow. You've got 10 seconds, keep it up. Speed up a little bit if you can. 3 seconds. And rest. All right. So we're doing those blast off lunges. We're gonna start on our right foot. So we'll be blasting off our right foot. And then the next time, we'll do our left foot the whole time. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. So sink onto that right foot, blast off. Try not to touch your knee to the floor, and try and push off hard enough that it brings you all the way back up to standing. Speed up a little bit. You've got 20 seconds. You're over halfway there. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Nice, okay. So then we're getting back into those squats in 12 seconds. Go ahead, get ready. Shake your legs out. Catch your breath. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and go ahead down. So Keep going with that. I'll just remind everyone of the options we have available. So you can step, jump, or you can, instead of jumping, raise up onto your tiptoes. So do whatever combination of those feels right to you. You've got 10 seconds. Keep up with whatever you're doing for these. Stay as low as you can. 3 seconds. And rest. All right, down into those planks in 16 seconds. Shake your legs out, 10 seconds, get ready to get down. 5 seconds, go ahead down on the floor. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go ahead and steady that core. Try and speed these up as much as you can. Really crunch in your obliques. Remember, if you want, you can always, I'm going to keep going with this. You'll switch so you can see, you can always just touch your knee to your elbow straight forward. 5 seconds, speed up just a little bit more. And rest. All right. 16 seconds, and then we're getting into the blast off lunges. So you're blasting off of your left foot this time. You've got 5 seconds. Go ahead and get up, get ready. 2, 1, and go. So left leg goes down, blast off. If you want, you can add some arms. So give you a little bit more power. You've got 20 seconds, you're halfway there. Try and speed up just a little bit. Ten seconds, speed up a little bit more. 2, 1, and rest. All right, everyone, get a drink, do what you need to do, and I'll explain round 4. So our first exercise, we're going to be doing sumo squat with a calf raise. So walk your feet out, drop down. You're going to be going raise, raise, drop, drop, whole time. And then you're going to get down into a crunch. So you're going to do side, middle, side, whole time. Try and lift your whole upper back off the floor each time. And then we're gonna do another form of a plank. I'm gonna do this off of the mat. So you're gonna hold a plank, and then you're gonna walk your hands back until you're into a bear crawl. And then you're gonna walk forward. Make sure your core is super tight the whole time. Try not to let your knees touch during the entire round. You've got 30 seconds until we're getting into those sumo squats. So get ready. Get a drink. I'm going to get a drink. Make sure you keep moving while you recover. You've got 10 seconds. Shake your legs out. Get ready to get into a nice deep sumo squat. 5 seconds. Walk your feet out. 2, 1, and go. So sink down. Try and get your thighs parallel to the floor. Keep your chest nice and open. Tuck your pelvis under. Really engage your abs with these. 20 seconds, you got it. Ten seconds, sink just a little bit lower. 5 seconds. Rest. All right. And then we're going to get down into those crunches, but keep standing, keep moving. Don't let your heart rate drop. 10 seconds. 5 seconds, go ahead and get down. 2, 1, go. So we're gonna crunch the side to the middle and to the side. And we're gonna lift our entire upper back off the floor every time we crunch. Keep going with this. I'm gonna check the time. We've got 15 seconds, keep going. Make these nice and strong. Lift a little bit higher if you can. And rest. All right, and then our last exercise is those planks. And you're walking back into a bear crawl. So go ahead, stand up, shake your arms out, shake your legs out. We've got 7 seconds until we're getting into those. So go ahead and get down, get ready to plank. And go. So plank. Make your core nice and tight, and then get a walk back. If you want, or you should do this, pause for each one, and let your core do some work for a little while. So pause, make sure your core is tight. Pause, make sure your core is tight. You're halfway there, keep it up. Try not to let your knees fall. Five seconds, and rest. All right, 17 seconds until we're gonna get into those sumo squats again. Go ahead, get ready. You can step side to side, keep your legs awake. We've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Same thing with these. Before you get ready and get going, you want to make sure that your form is nice and tight. So keep your pelvis tucked under, keep your core engaged, chest open. Halfway there, you've all got it. If this isn't working for you, you can always raise, raise, drop, drop. And then you got 5 seconds, so keep it up with whatever you're doing. And rest. Nice work on those. Those are pretty tough. So our next is those crunches again. So get ready to get down. We've got 10 seconds. 5 seconds, go ahead down on the floor. 3, 2, 1, and go. So make sure your obliques are getting to do some work on these too. Really bring yourself over to each side. Keep going. I'm checking the timer. 15 seconds, try and raise up a little bit more. Really bring half your back up off the floor. Keep it up. And rest. And then we're getting back into those plank and bears in 10 seconds. So go ahead, get ready to plank. Get your arms ready. 3, 2, 1, and go. Make sure your core is tight. Walk back, pause. You want to make sure that when you get back to those bears, you're tucking your pelvis under, keeping your lower abs engaged. Halfway there, try and speed up a little bit. Five seconds. 2, 1, and rest. All right, and then on to our last round of the workout. Good job, everybody. Keep moving around. First, we're gonna get into some plank leg lifts. So just hold it this way a little bit so you can see. Gonna get into a plank, and then you're just gonna lift your legs as high as you can. You're gonna keep your core super tight that whole time. Then we're just gonna get into some V-ups. So you can either do a full V-up, start with your body flat, touch your toes, or you can do start with your body flat and then crunch. Whatever works for you. And then our last exercise is gonna be some jumping jacks, but we're gonna make them super, super fun. You're gonna touch the floor and then you're gonna explode up. So you're touching the floor and then jumping up. You've got 30 seconds. Get ready to get into those plank leg lifts. Keep shaking it out. 20 seconds. We're almost there. Ten seconds. Go ahead and get down onto the floor. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Keep your core nice and tight. Make sure your butt's not raising up. You want this movement to come from your hamstrings and your glutes. Try and make it as fast as you can without sacrificing your good form, your tight core. Ten seconds, speed up just a little bit. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, we're getting into those V-ups. So remember, you have an option here. You can roll all the way up, straight arms, straight legs, or you can bend your knees. Whatever is best for you. Go ahead and get down onto your back. Got 5 seconds. 2, 1, and go. Make sure you're rolling down. You don't want to just flop down. You can get a lot of core work just in the motion of resetting, going back to the floor. Keep going. You've got 15 seconds. Remember, you can always crunch up with bent knees. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, and then we're getting into those jumping jacks. So 15 seconds, get ready for those. Get your legs ready, get your arms ready. Go head up off the floor, go onto your feet. 5 seconds. And go. So touch the floor and explode. And we've got 30 more seconds of these. Twenty seconds, you got it. Ten seconds, jump a little bit higher. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, we're getting into this plank leg lifts. This is our last repetition of round 5. So make these super strong, super fast. You've got 5 seconds, go head down. 3, 2, 1, and go. Hold that plank. Raise as high as you can. You've got it. If raising up doesn't work for you, you can tap out to the sides. 20 seconds, keep going. Five seconds, try and do 3 more. And rest. All right, then we're getting into those abs. Try and do at least 1 full V-up. You've got it. Five seconds, go head down. 3, 2, 1, and go. Remember, you get a ton of core work just from letting yourself fall down slowly. So don't cheat yourself. This is the last round. You've got it. Keep it up, I'm checking. You've got 7 seconds. Do 3 more. And rest. All right. And this is our last exercise of the whole workout. So make it super strong. I know these are tough. Do your very best. I know you've got it. We've got 5 seconds. Go head up, get ready to jump. 2, 1, and go. So tuck, jump. Try and make these as fluid as possible, but if you need to, you can always jump, tuck, jump. You're over halfway done. Ten seconds, try and do 5 more. And rest. All right, good work. That was awesome. I want everyone to walk their feet out a little bit. We're gonna get into a cool down, and then you're just gonna slowly fall down, touch the floor into a forward fold. And we're gonna sit here and breathe for a few seconds. Take a lot of deep breaths. Start getting your heart rate slow down a little bit. When you're ready, go ahead and walk out a little bit more. Point your toes out to the corners of the room. You're gonna go ahead and walk over to your right foot. Try and bring your forehead to your knee. Keep up with those really deep breaths. And then go ahead and walk over to the other foot. And then back to the middle. We're gonna do 3 more deep breaths here. Try and sink a little bit lower. Go ahead and heel toe your feet in closer. And you're gonna raise up super slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll your shoulders at the top. You're gonna do a few more shoulder rolls backwards. And then go ahead and do a few forwards. Really stretch your shoulders forward. And then we're gonna bring 1 arm across. Stretch your shoulder out. Make sure your shoulder's not creeping up to your ear. And go ahead and bring that same arm behind your head. Pull your elbow for a tricep stretch. While we're here, you can stretch the side a little bit. And then go ahead and switch arms. Bring that other arm across. Bring your shoulder down. Bring that arm behind your head. Really pull your tricep. You can bend to the side again. And we're gonna do some quick quad stretches. So go ahead and grab your ankle. Stretch your quad back. Find a wall if you need. and then go ahead and switch. And then we're just going to finish off by raising your arms above your head, grabbing your hands together, and we're going to do a real nice little back bend. Push your hips forward, and then deep breath out and shake everything out. And we are finished. So thank you everyone for joining me. Again, my name is Gwen, and this is High Intensity Interval Training, or HIIT, and I am here Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Thank you so much.